go to any length to complete his ambition. Hence the title.
All right.
And I play the head of the A&R company. I'm kind of his boss and James Corden's boss, and everybody's boss, and I run the company.
All right. Do you know when that's scheduled to release?
Yeah, in England it's November the 6th. I believe in the States it's sometime in January or February, but it's probably going to play better or bigger in Europe than here, because it's a very kind of specific film about the English music business.
All right. Well, everyone, you can see Jim Piddock in Kill Your Friends whenever it hits the States. Okay. So obviously, we're all here because you're Major Zero in a little game called Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm gonna go ahead and take your question, Mike. What's the story behind you getting the role of Zero?
I think my voiceover agent asked me to read something. I read it, and they hired me, and that was it. You know, it was pretty straightforward.
Oh, sorry. Was it Chris Zimmerman?
That sounds familiar. Yes, it was Chris.
That's the casting agent for Metal Gear, I believe.
I think Chris did the voice direction. Yeah, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Did you ever meet Hideo Kojima?
Might have.
The director of the game.
Yeah. Then I sure he would have been there. Yeah, but the people who direct the voice. Somebody calling me. The people who direct the actors are not usually the same people who direct the whole thing. So they probably would have been there, but I didn't really have any interaction with them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of people have been asking about you and Hideo Kojima, so. You want to take the next one, Mike? Or Gabe?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, were you given any sort of backstory to Major Zero at all before you took the role?
Not that I remember, no. I knew a couple of the actors in it, and we usually work in groups of 1 or 2 or sometimes 3, but a lot of the stuff is in isolation, especially my stuff. So I just remember being in the studio sort of probably 8 days straight and just recording all the stuff and trying to make it as interesting as possible, because a lot of it's just instructions.
Well, I'll tell you, I really feel that in Snake Eater, you captured the attention of the fans very well. Major Zero was a lot of people's favorite character in the game when Snake Eater came out. One of mine especially.
And yeah, Zero became a huge part in the. I don't know what you know about Metal Gear. Do you know anything?
Almost nothing. I know that what it made. Someone told me how much it made the first game, and then they spun off what I did into several other versions of the game. Yeah. So I believe I'm in about 4 of them. I don't know.
Yeah, you're in Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 4. He's in Peace Walker a little bit, and of course, you're coming back for Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's not going to be you, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, Gabe, you want to take this one?
Oh yeah, sure. Considering the way I'm dressed.
Yeah, you're in a suit. Someone's in a kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you did the dishes.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. In the game, we see a lot of considering since it's in the since it takes place in the 1960s, we see a lot of stuff with James Bond. We see a lot of stuff. You know, Major Zero's character. Major Zero is a fan of James Bond. So the question is, do you happen to be a fan of James Bond?
Yeah, I enjoyed the movies. I don't think I've seen the last couple. Maybe more than that. But yeah, growing up, I mean, I always loved them. Yeah.
So was that the whoever wrote the script's idea, or did you play into that?
No, to be honest with you, I don't even remember any. Did I make any references in the game to James Bond, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
quite a few.
I don't remember. So long ago, I really couldn't tell you. I didn't even know it was set. You know, when it was set. I haven't ever played the game, so that's why I said to you before this interview, I'm pretty ignorant about the whole gaming world.
Yeah.
Including the ones I've done.
What do you remember anything about Zero's personality?
Yeah, I mean, it was fairly dry and fairly businesslike. That's what I do remember. And there was a wry sense of humor every so often, which I tried to infuse into the character.
Did you ever record with David Hayter?
Yeah, absolutely. David's a writer as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
We actually have him lined up to be on the show next.
Good, good. He's a good guy.
Okay. So this is the big one. The entire community wants us to ask. Obviously, you're not going to be appearing in Metal Gear Solid 5. We know you were given, what did you say, a quote-unquote insulting offer.
I think I used the word derisory, but insulting.
Can you tell us what, or I don't know what you can tell us about that. It's something that everyone's curious about. Everyone's reported on this.
Yeah. First of all, the whole video game industry is not caught up with the pay scale of the rest of the industry. It's way, way behind. And they were given a break in the early days because it was a new form of media. And it's still way, way, way behind. I got paid to do the Metal Gear Solid, and I agreed to do that one game, and then they had it apparently in the contract the ability to cut it and put it in other games. And I got paid what I considered, in the end, a pittance for a game that made hundreds of millions of dollars.
For Metal Gear Solid 3.
If I was one of the leading roles in a movie that made that much money, I'd be sitting in my own island right now. And I've done very well out of the business, and I'm not, claiming hardship. But when someone comes to me and says, "Do you want to do this?" and I go, "Okay, now it's payday." I mean, if you do a sequel as a movie, if you're in a successful movie and you do the sequel, that's your big payday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your big payday. You can expect a massive jump, and you'll get it. This was so ridiculous that I just said no, flat out. And they came back with a moderately less ridiculous, but still ridiculous offer. And I basically said, I don't know what language you can use on this, but I told my agent, tell them to fuck off, basically. And you can bleep that out or not. I don't give a shit.
We won't be that.
I mean, honestly, there's a point. And I don't mind admitting this, I'm an honest guy. I'm almost 60 years old. I've been doing this for 36 years. I've done pretty well, even though you think I only play small parts. I've done pretty well, and I do what I want to do. And if someone's going to do that, I'm not interested. I mean, I've been around too long. I'm also a producer. I know how it works on the other side. And it's like I'm not having people make money off my back, and there's such an inequality in the world anyway between the haves and the have-nots, and I wouldn't make an offer like that as a producer to anybody, in those circumstances. And so why should I do it? And I don't need to do it. And some of the other actors are fine with it, and that's okay. They're in a different place than I am. And also, since that game, my career has definitely advanced several notches. So, and I literally was not asking. One counter offer was what I considered unbelievably modest, and I thought, okay, everyone else is doing it, so I'll not be the asshole here. But in the end, I'm quite happy to be the asshole here, and I'm quite happy to talk about it because again, I don't give a shit. I think the business needs to catch up, and I think actors should not be. It's a hard enough profession as it is. So if you have something that's successful, you should get paid properly. It's like a successful sports player. If people, bitch and moan about people getting multi-million-dollar contracts, do you know how hard it is to get to the major leagues? And if you do, you deserve every cent of that. And so, I claim that I'm replaceable. I could give you the list of 25 people that could do Major Zero as well, if not better than me. So that's not even the issue. But I did it for them, and I did it for very little, and they should have come back with something reasonable. So, I mean, good luck to them, and good luck to them and making another squillion dollars. But it's not off my back.
Do you know how big of a role they wanted you to have in Metal Gear Solid 5?
I don't think it was as big, but that's almost irrelevant,
Yes. Well, I I find it a little. What I find crazy is I didn't know that in the other games that they had cut your voice and kind of spliced it into the other games instead of having you record entirely new segments.
They re-recorded a small little bit, I think, for one of them, but oftentimes they would just splice it off and use it multiple times. And again, that's the state of those contracts. You could never do that in a normal contract, but because the video game industry, as with all web series and stuff, is so far behind, they were allowed to do that. And it's like, okay, you get one free shot, and then after that, no more. And I don't want to sound like a prima donna or anything, because I did the Prestige for $700, you know, because I wanted to work with Michael Caine, and they offered me a day rate of SAG minimum, and at that time it was $780 or something. And there's some residuals, but I did that simply because I was a fan of Michael Caine as a child, and I love Chris Nolan's films. And I wanted to do it. I worked for Woody Allen for very little money because I love Woody Allen and I love his films. So it's not about that. It's just, you know, but if they made the Prestige 2 and said to me, you know, we're going to want you to do something, I'd expect a payday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the way it is. I'm a businessman as well.
It's not, because everyone has asked me everyone thinks you have a stick up your butt about it, but a lot of people just don't understand what kind of offer Konami made.
All right, I can prove that I don't have a stick up my ass of it. Here you go. There. If you saw a stick coming out, then I'm wrong.
Okay. The Metal Gear community will know now. So
that I wear red shorts at home, you know. Swimming trunks. No, I don't have a stick up my ass, but I'm serious about certain things. I'm serious about my job. It's my profession. And if I was representing someone else, if I was a manager and agent, I'd be just as adamant about it. It's you know, I hate it when people become prima donnas and sort of do stuff like that. But this isn't the case, and anyone who's ever worked with me knows that I'm the furthest thing from that.
That's right.
And this is the first time I've ever spoken out about something like this. I usually keep it in-house, and I don't talk out of school, but this annoyed me, and people asked me, so I told the truth.
Was it Konami that contacted you, or was it Kojima Productions? How does the casting thing work?
Yeah, I believe Konami through my agents, and I'm sure I'll never work for them again, but, you know, again.
Do you have any idea who's voicing Zero now?
No idea. No idea.
Oh. We heard Zero's new voice in a new trailer, and I'm going to go ahead and type this up. A lot of people... What?
Can I just speak freely for just a second?
Oh, yeah. Yes, for sure.
Now, I really appreciated your work as Zero and Snake Eater. So much that, and it's going to sound like I'm kissing your ass a little bit here, but that's not the case.
Well, you've seen it now, so you can...
Well, I have seen it, yeah. In the trailer, they had me watch it again, both John and Gabe here, and they told me, they go, well, there's a certain point in there that was Major Zero's voice. And I said, Zero was in the trailer. And I went back and re-listened to it, and not that I'm not impressed with the voice, but it just wasn't you. And it just really wasn't quite the same, you know.
Well, thank you. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak with any degree of authority. And there's hundreds of good voice actors out there, and hundreds of good British voice actors. So I don't know. I'm presuming he's still British.
Yes.
So yeah.
He doesn't have any of your charm or anything. He's
right.
British.
He was just.
Thank you. But I also don't want to denigrate anybody else's work.
Oh no, I certainly don't want to degrade his work, whoever this unknown voice actor is, and we'll find out who it is eventually. But we just miss your Major Zero, and I mean, 11 years ago, you know, we got to hear Major Zero for the first time with Big Boss, and it kind of holds a special place in our hearts as fans of the series and fans of Major Zero.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's always nice to hear, and you know, I operate a little bit in a vacuum because I don't always go to things that I'm in or watch things I'm in, or certainly in these instances, because I'm not a video person, I don't know what I did. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Do I have any more Zero questions? There's one more. There's one big one. Do I have any more before that?
don't believe so.
Okay. Well, since we heard the new Zero in this new trailer, a lot of people have been asking me, and this is something I wanted to personally do while you're here. I've left a message in the Skype box. This is the dialogue from the new Zero, and we wanted to see if you could say it in the real Zero voice.
Wow.
If that's okay.
Well, yeah. Can I? Where do I see it?
Where's the chat?
Yeah, there
Can you
should
see
be
the
a
chat box?
there should be a chat box thing on the sides or on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. If you highlight the
There you go. Here you go. Yeah. Here's the difficult bit. I can't remember what I did as Major Zeros. I literally can't remember. So this could be. They would have. What I would normally do is, if I had gone in to do this 5 game, I would have said playback what I did, because it's 10 years ago or whatever. So I cannot remember.
We can do that. I mean, we can.
We can play it back for you if you could just.
Can you pull up a clip of Major Zero from Snake Eater?
Yeah, sure. Okay, just.
Okay, Gabe. Well, wow, this is professional. Yeah. This will want to.
Major Zero codec.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just play random codec.
Yeah.
Since
Okay, everyone listen.
Sokolov's asylum operation, I've spent all my time making preparations. And now is the time to show some results.
Do you get that?
Okay. This world will become one. I found the way. Race, tribal afflictions? No, wrong. Take 2. This world will become one. I found the way. Race, tribal affiliations, national borders. Even our faces will become irrelevant. The world the boss envisioned will finally become a reality. It will make the world whole again.
Okay.
Major Zero, everybody.
Thank you. The real hero.
Real
That was
MVP.
a cold read, and also I've got my bad glasses on, so I could barely see it. But anyway, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you very much. That was awesome.
Don't know how I get rid of that box. And that will cost you.
Ooh.
We'll pay you more than Konami will.
Yeah. Oh wow, we've gone big now. I don't know how I get rid of that box. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I think 30 minutes have passed. I think you've
It's,
given us your time,
It's 3:10 right now, but I don't know.
and we started at 2:45.
Yeah, 2:45.
So
Well, I don't keep them any longer than we have to.
Yeah, sure.
It's much
Well-
appreciated as it is that you've given us your
Yeah.
time, and it's really been an honor. It's been amazing.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Right, so how do we want to close this, guys?
well, first of all, thank you for helping. This is our very, 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 very first live stream, and we are so lucky to have an actual actor from Metal Gear to join us. This is a really, really cool way to start.
Yeah.
So we really, the whole Metal Gear community thanks you. Everyone had so many questions for you.
Oh wow, gosh, thank you. And say I'm sorry I'm not doing another one for you guys.
Sorry, we know the story now.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We will miss you as Major Zero for sure. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to talk to you.
good to talk to you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
All right. Well, that was.
Yes, guys, that
we
was.
did it.
I think that was a hit.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh,
You, John, you did some damage control there in the beginning.
I did.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, I think he almost got a little upset, and
Small parts.
I'm glad that. But you know what? That clarifies things for us.
It does, yes.
Yeah, and that's for IMDb especially.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is we haven't seen too much of his old work, so really we didn't know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm actually glad that he clarified it for us. You know that's small roles aren't really his thing, and it's more that he does the parts he does because he wants to do them, not because he has to.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's something we learned about him today. And you know what? We all said that we feared that he'd kind of be a little harder to get into than opposed to like David Hayter, and the dude ended up showing us his ass. You know.
Nice stripes.
Gabe, you need to fix our frames again, man.
Oh shit.
Well,
I-
at least we got the audio at least.
yeah. Well, the zero part. I actually went. I made sure because halfway through I noticed like, oh shit, we weren't recording. We were streaming, but we weren't recording. but I've got the Zero part.
Oh shoot.
So we didn't catch the whole interview.
Well, we might be able to get it off the stream. I'm not entirely sure how that works, though.
Well, we got the line.
Yeah, we got the. Again, I'm sorry, you guys.
It's okay, but you know what? We know what we know now, and so do the fans. The people watching, they know what we know.
Live exclusive.
And live exclusive with the Jim Piddock, and I think it went really, really well.
Yeah. It was
So,
amazing.
For everybody watching the stream, it doesn't look like too many joined us, which a little unfortunate, but that'll be okay. For those who did join us, thank you very much. And I, among the rest of the other two hosts with me, John and Gabe, we hope you enjoyed it as well.
All right, I'm just setting stuff back up for the post show. Oh shit.
That's right. The fans got to see the exclusive interview. For those who missed out, well, they missed out. And they missed out on what was actually a very good interview.
I swear, that was one of the best.
It was fun. That was really
he's a good dude.
Yeah. He's a lot easier going than I expected. Like, I thought he'd be along the more serious lines, but, I mean, he was sitting there cussing and bullshitting with us. And
yeah. That was amazing, man.
He was great.
Alright. Gabe, can you pull up what we did get recorded?
Yeah, I'll give you what we got recorded.
How much did you miss? I mean,
just the general stuff.
So you got to where we got to Zero?
Yeah, Zero shaking his ass. Yeah.
Okay, at least we got that.
Yeah, that was great.
I feel like as long as we have the Zero part, people will.
I mean, now we know how he really feels about Konami.
Yeah.
He's not very happy with them, and I can understand because he's right. You know, these voice actors in video games, they really don't get paid enough.
If I remember, there was a whole campaign about that, right, on Twitter.
For Jim Piddock?
No, not Jim Piddock, but there was a whole campaign about the.
Oh yeah, David Hayter shared it. It was called the Actor Strike or something. I forget what it's called. But yeah, there was. Yeah, Robin Atkin shared it too.
Yeah, and I know they were all mad and they wanted compensation. I do agree, they definitely need it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the live feed back up? Because it says it's still loading for me.
Live feed has been up, I think.
Has it still? Okay.
I haven't had any issues with the streaming.
I see it.
You do see it?
Yeah, I do see it.
Okay, great. Feed back up? Because it says it's still loading. Okay, there we go.
Deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what was y'all's favorite thing about the whole interview? Like
when he showed us his butt. That was.
Yeah, that was my favorite too.
I always knew you were bisexual.
Oh.
Okay.
I love it. He's
when he gave us the line though, that was awesome.
Well, that
he got
was
this
amazing.
voice.
He did that.
Do you think it fits in context?
I think it does.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it was pretty well.
I do. I just was wondering y'all's opinion. I definitely want to get David Hayter to say Les Enfants Terribles.
Zero called it. Yeah.
Called it.
Yeah. Then we can read the whole trailer.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
So now, are you going to take this whole line here and replace it with Piddock's voice?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably cut the portion where there's the song. We're probably gonna cut that out, the audio of that out, replace it with just the song, and then add his voice over it. I don't know how well it'll sync up, but. So anyway, what do the fans think?
The fans loved it. We didn't have too many people.
How many people actually got in here?
I didn't see the total count, but right now there's only 7.
Oh shit!
But I mean, you just don't know that they may have left as soon as Piddock signed off.
Maybe.
I mean, so
dude,
that was great. And you know what? Maybe one day, for new fans, maybe we can interview him again. Ask him some different questions. Maybe we should actually watch some of his films for a change, and
that was our mistake.
Instead of insulting the guy like we did.
Yeah, I don't.
I think before we left, I meant to clear that up. I was like that's not my theory. That was just according to IMDb.
Well, you said that, and I'm pretty sure he knows that you weren't trying to insult him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was very appreciative that
Yeah.
we will miss him as Major Zero,
Yeah.
and because we will. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like we'll miss David Hayter as Snake.
And I'm pretty sure that he was glad that we gave him a voice to like speak about Konami.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Open freely. Yeah, because he was cussing everywhere. He was just like, he was like, they're assholes.
Yeah, as soon as we asked that, he went off for about 10
Well, we let
minutes.
him be pissed off, and I'm wondering if any other people that's interviewed him has really given him that opportunity.
Yeah.
No.
I think he kind of needed to blow off some steam about it, and he finally got to do it.
Yes.
And he got to
And
do
that
it
was
with who appreciate his work. So, the work that we know. I mean, it's a good thing. So I think it helped us as much as I feel that it helped him. Kind of maybe feel better about the whole situation, and know that because, and it helps him know that people do miss him because he doesn't know much about the world of Metal, so he doesn't really understand. Hey, I do have these fans of Major Zero, and they miss me.
Yeah.
Like we let him know. So I think that was important.
Yeah. And I'm also glad he was able to get some more clarification on some of the stuff that happened in the series.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot to ask him about Did he mention Portable Ops?
He mentioned one other game, is what he said. So he probably did Portable
Yeah,
Ops.
that's like Portable Ops.
That's probably why he's got credits on Portable Ops.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Splicing his voice into other games, though.
That's fucked up.
Were they planning that ahead?
Huh?
Were they planning that far ahead?
No, they just reserved the right in case they need to use that character.
Oh, okay.
They did that, so that way they don't have to pay him for it.
Though my theory is that Kojima doesn't post script every game, but we won't go into that right now.
Yeah, there's no need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Is there anything we forgot to ask him?
No,
I got really nervous. I felt like I felt like I was being rushed.
Well, you set up the interview time.
What?
Well, you set up the interview time.
Oh, yeah.
You set up 30 minutes. Though we probably didn't have much else to ask him anyway, so it was good we had this anyway.
For A Killer 23 asking who is Hero Syndrome, that's me. I'm Hero Syndrome.
I'm Jonathan Venom Snake, and
Gabe Wave, baby. All Americana.
Oh.
So, where do we go from here? Do we just start? I think what we need to do now is actually start really, truly planning for David Hayter.
Oh, definitely.
And not this last minute bullshit. Even though it went better than expected, it was not a disaster.
Yeah, because I know the pre-show was getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and now we know how to. And Gabe, I'm assuming you know exactly what to do next time.
Yes,
it was our first time, so it was fun. John, fucker, you stole my first question that I wanted to ask about. That's why I took yours. Were you giving backstory on Zero? I was like, you know what? I'm taking that one, man.
Yeah. Because I was just like, I felt like, I don't know. I was not thinking. I was just reading. All right, David Hayter. We'll plan better.
We definitely will plan better.
And in case anyone on the stream somehow doesn't know, David Hayter's coming very soon.
You sound like a you sound like an end times minister.
Oh yeah, David Hayter is. Yeah, he's. David Hayter is joining the stream sometime. I hope this month. He hasn't contacted me back.
No, I hope sometime next month.
Let's let everybody know right now that I will be doing a Solid Snake voice battle with Hayter. It's not going to go well, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yongia, if you're watching, we beat you to Jim Piddock. That was really mean of me to say, but
no, it's
we still want to do a conversation with you. We still really, if you're watching, please let us be on the codec. We want to do it so bad.
Wait, what do we want to do?
You need to watch Young Yeah, Mike.
I don't want to watch Young Yeah. We have our own. We have our own. We are gaining our own following. Okay.
I mean, Young's a good guy. Young's the best. Young's one of the best news reporters for gaming I've seen. You know, for at least Metal Gear.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording. We're still streaming and recording.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm keeping all this precious time in memory.
Right.
All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and sign off. I got some things I have to do around the house before my wife gets home and kills me.
Hey, you clean the dishes.
According to Jim, the kitchen's clean, and that's a good thing. So,
Yes, you mentioned that.
We need you, wives.
So, all right, guys. Thank you. The interview was fun, and I'll be back later.
Okay.
Later.
And let's start planning this hater interview.
Oh, definitely. Just jump right into it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
All right. See you out. See you. I said see you out.
See you out. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, what do you think, man? Do you just want to like shut down the stream and then like just talk after?
All right. How many viewers? Okay, we have more viewers now.